All right, so we got to Big Pink. There are 3 items in Big Pink, so if you have the equipment to get them, you pretty much should always grab these when you're here. Got a little freebie E-tank up here, so we're up to 3. Yeah, I think in most cases you're gonna have 3 tanks here. You would have to like intentionally skip something to not have 3 tanks. So we got this. There's another item down here. Mindful of power bomb ammo. I spammed a lot more power bombs than you probably will be, so I'm very low. But I just need to be careful to not run out, because farming power bombs can be pretty rough in this game. There was the frog room where we got power bombs initially, so I could always go back there to farm. But yeah, it's something to keep in mind in any given map rando, is always mind your power bombs, because there aren't a lot of enemies that have high drop rates for those. Okay, so next thing. First thing you do when you enter an area and you got a big hub room is look for the map. The map is right there. Except I have a problem. So, as I was just talking about power bombs, it takes a power bomb to get through this block over here. But I also am gonna need one to get back. So there's a couple ways to think about this. On the one hand, if I go in there and there's not power bomb farms on the other side, I'm stuck. Speak of the devil, that's like a 4% drop. We just got a power bomb drop. Okay, cool. But if I didn't get that drop, I would be considering going over here first in hopes that there was a power bomb source over here. Okay, well, this is an X, so it could be power bombs. And I did just save. Oh, hey, look, more power bombs. But yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, if I had just gone left, there's a very real possibility I'd just get stuck over there. I made this Plando, so I know that's not gonna happen, but like that's just some of the decision making you need to keep in mind. And again, if I did get stuck in here, I would be able to, actually you could get stuck even, because the next thing that comes up. But yeah, like, you could just go for it because you had the save, peek the information, come back, but like maybe there's not a power bomb farm over here. Maybe there is a major and there's not power bombs, and so you have to revert and go farm anyways. So in that scenario, like, you still want to think about maybe trying to find a power bomb source or check other doors first before going in here with 1 power bomb. Anyway, main point of this is we played like a normal map rando player and we went toward the map, right? But there's a gate here, and in medium difficulty, as we've talked about, you're not supposed to be able to gate glitch. This is one of the spots where being able to do hard logic will do great things for you. In hard logic, you're expected to have 15 projectiles to be able to gate glitch. We have 30, so this is plenty. The trick here, if you don't know what gate glitching is, let me see if I can demonstrate real quick. So you notice here I'm aimed directly up into the corner, right? My shots are hitting in the corner. Samus, for some reason, her forward momentum is applied to her projectiles, which is, you know, realistic to real world physics, but it's, you could argue it's overcomplicated for a video game. But we can use that to our advantage. So let me demonstrate. I position so it's aimed directly in the corner. If I just tap forward and shoot, it's still in the corner, right? But if I tap and shoot while I'm still moving, it landed here. Instead of landing here, it landed here. See that? But if I stop, it's back up to landing here. That's because Samus's momentum is applied to the projectile. When we gate glitch, that's the mechanic we're using. For some reason, this only works right to left, not left to right. I think that's just weird number calculations, rounding errors maybe, I don't know. But just know that this only works going right to left. So basically the shtick with this is you jump, tap forward, and shoot like a frame after tapping forward. There are tools in the practice hack to help you like learn this. You can also just do it by trial and error. So most people, when they do gate glitches, it'll look kind of like this, where they're like jumping into the gate like that, and shooting as they go up. I personally prefer a different method. That's like the faster method. Like if you get it first try, that's slightly faster than what I'm about to show. I like to, instead of jumping and shooting on the way up, I like to shoot on the way down. So I jump like this, and then I tap forward and shoot on the way down. The cool thing about that is you get to see the projectile go through the gate. So you get visual feedback like, hey, I actually got it and it went through. I can see what's happening. Of course, I'm missing it every time now. Yeah, like that. So even though I missed the height of it, I know that's the timing I need for the button presses. So now, like, I can use that to kind of dial in the timing I need. And then that, to me, it makes it easier and more consistent to feel like I can get those reliably. Okay, one last thing. This doesn't, like, it's not hugely important. You can do it from a variety of positions. Again, most people when they're doing it fast, they'll just kind of do it and moonwalk back, and then jump, moonwalk back, jump, moonwalk back, jump, moonwalk back, jump, moonwalk back. I like to have a consistent positioning so that I know the timing is exactly the same every time. So I actually look for a visual cue. So I look for see the 2 gray pixels on the right side of this pillar. I look for Samus's knee to cover up both of those dark gray pixels. And that gives me the same lineup every time. I can do it without this pixel lineup, but this just, if only as a psychological thing, this just makes it easier for me to be consistent with it. Because I know if I start from the same position every time, the inputs I need will be exactly the same every time. So yeah, just few random tips to help you with gate glitching, but yeah, to show you the reward you get for having done that gate glitch. You get not only a map station, there's also an item check up here. You get more super missiles. You'll notice a theme here. You break logic, you get supers. And there's a reason for that. This next trick, this is in medium, I believe. So it's called it's a precise wall jump is the name of like the tech that puts it in logic. It's all it really is in this case. You just need to jump from the top half of this pipe that the bugs are coming out of. If you jump from the bottom half, you won't get high enough. So you need to jump from the top half, and that gets you to where you can wall jump off the ledge above. So yeah, you can just do that through trial and error, learn how it feels to get that height and do that. Another thing I find makes it easier is if I start from down here, it seems to line up a little better. So like I do 1 wall jump left, full wall jump to the right. So like this is 2 full jumps from the ground. And it also is convenient that you can like do it from here. You're coming up, you can just do it in one pass instead of like doing this, jumping up, and then coming back over here. It's a little faster anyway, if you get it. But I find this, for me at least, helps me line those jumps up a little bit more cleanly. And doing that gate glitch early lets you do Kraid early. Again, logic expects you to have a wave beam to get through that gate. So, if you didn't do that gate glitch, you would have had to get wave beam from a different zone and then come all the way back to do Kraid just to finish the game. So again, one more example of breaking logic, helping you finish the seed more efficiently. See if I can get this quick kill. Yay, let's go. And your reward is more power bombs. Sorry, spoilers. Okay, I'll get back to Big Pink and we'll do our next video from there.